What's going on, you guys? Lynx Forte here to bring you my week 2 battle of the APA, the American Pokemon Association. This week we are going up against Tyler, aka DeathlyiAm, and I guess in game he is known as Trapmaster. I don't know what that means, but it's funny. So let me start by saying I apologize that this is post-comm. I did live record it, but when I went to go edit, I realized that there was an audio desync. Now, the way the audio records for me, I don't know how everyone else does it, but for me, the audio that my voice records on the same, I guess, I don't know, man. I'm not all technical, but it records in the same fashion as my desktop audio, which is how I capture my in-game sound. And so, the in-game sound is what desynced from the battle itself. And I tried 2 different video editors that I have, and they both were desynced. So I just decided, you know what, I don't want it to be desynced, so I figured I would just come back and record it post-comm. And again, it's unfortunate, but you know, it's what I have to do because I want it to be I don't know, man. I want to say presentable, but I think it's still presentable. But for me, I hate when audio is desynced. And it could just be nitpicking, because you know, you can still see the battle. I guess, you know, the sounds of the attacks and things like that are not as big of a deal to others, but it is to me. But anyway, looking at his team, he brought Politoed, Heracross, Mega Swampert, Raikou, Miltank, and Tornadus T. And so I wasn't expecting Raikou and Heracross. I was expecting Goodra with maybe Sap Sipper or Hydration, and I was expecting Registeel as well. So it's not a big deal. Heracross was really the only thing that, you know, kind of seemed weird to me, but it kind of made sense seeing as I have the weaknesses. I think Heracross does get like Rock Slide and Rock Blast, so you can take on Victini there. It gets Aerial Ace, so it can hit Mega Venusaur. Obviously, it's the fighting type, so it can hit Kecleon. Fighting type again, so it can hit Zoroark. It gets Bullet Seed, so it can hit Quagsire. And again, like I said, Rock Slide, Rock Tomb, Rock Blast, whatever, so it can hit Tornadus. So it does make sense from a coverage move standpoint. But you know, I was expecting this thing to be Choice Scarf. Raikou, I wasn't sure what to expect. Throughout the battle, when I was going throughout the battle, I was thinking, oh, maybe it's like a Choice Specs or Sub Calm Mind, which I had to really be careful about if it was Sub Calm Mind. Miltank, I expected it to be Sap Sipper, especially not seeing Goodra. And then Torn T, either Life Orb or AV. So it just kind of depended upon, you know, how the battle went and things like that. The team I brought was, I don't want to go too in depth on the team. I truly don't remember. I don't have it pulled up in front of me. I apologize. But it's Victini, Mega Venusaur, Kecleon. I know it does have an AV. Zoroark. I don't want to say what it is, what the item is, because you'll just have to see in the battle. Because it was specifically designed to do what it actually did in this battle. Quagsire with Water Absorb, so I could take on Mega Swampert, and then Tornadus to obviously take advantage of the rain. And without further ado, let's jump into this battle. So I was thinking, you know, at first I wasn't sure what to lead off. I was considering maybe leading off with Kecleon, just go fake out, maybe knock off, and then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna lead off with Torn, and if he leads off with Politoed, I'm just gonna get off a Hurricane. But he does lead off with his own Torn, and this is really not a position I want to be in because I don't want to take the hit. But I guess he didn't want to take this hit either, so he switches out into his Raikou. I guess thinking I'm just going to go for Hurricane. This is his best way to take it, which is a good play. I am just going to go, because I was expecting him to just go for a Hurricane and outspeed me. I am going to go into my Assault Vested Kecleon. And just not sure what he wants to go for. Even if he did have like a Aura Sphere or something, I could have taken that, no problem. But I'm just gonna go for the fake out. What I was trying to do was get some chip damage, maybe see if I could see leftovers, kind of determine whether or not that thing was a leftover set or something like that. And he brings in Miltank to take the hit, and Miltank here goes for a Thunder Wave, and it's not a big deal. Miltank's really not doing that much to me. I do have the Drain Punch, but here I'm going to knock off its leftovers, kind of to limit its longevity, although I'm sure it has Milk Drink. He is going to show the Seismic Toss. I was kind of fearing that he may have had like a different move, I guess maybe Body Slam, but I guess that wouldn't make sense with him having T-Wave. Here I'm going to go for the Drain Punch, get some health back. And here I'm thinking, oh, maybe he'll switch out, completely thinking, okay, he's not really going to stay in Milk Drink because I just did a lot of damage. Maybe he'll try Milk Drink in front of something else later, but he does indeed go for the Milk Drink. And I do want to say that I was nervous for this battle because I felt like I didn't have the team matchup. And when somebody is new to Draft League, which Tyler is, you don't know what to expect. So kind of have to play differently and smart. On the turn I got paralyzed, I went for a Drain Punch, or maybe I went for a knockoff, predicting him to switch then. And then when I saw that he stayed in, I went for a Drain Punch here, and I was like, I could have gone for a knockoff, got rid of this thing's, what's the item? Damp Rock. But he gets it in and reveals the Whirlpool, and I'm like, that's actually pretty cool. Not sure what he would trap in. I mean, like, Kecleon really doesn't care, because I have Drain Punch, so I would just heal off that damage, but that's actually kind of cool. So when I see that, I'm like, I'm just gonna switch into Quagsire, and just take that. Not sure what he would go into. I just decided the Toxic, and he reveals the Toxic of his own, which, you know, I don't have anything to get rid of Toxic, but it's not a big deal. I do get the Toxic off on his Politoed, so I would have actually been pretty mad had I not gotten that Toxic off. Not because, you know, it wears down his Politoed, because, you know, Politoeds sometimes do carry like rest, so it would have been too big of a deal, but just for the simple matter of I missed the Toxic. Anyway, after the double Toxic, he's going to switch out and go into his Heracross, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna switch out too, because I wanted to try and take advantage of it. I'm gonna go into my Kecleon in case he tried to double Toxic or anything like that. And he reveals to not be Choice Scarf, but Guts with the Flame Orb, and I'm just like, okay, let's get some chip damage off on this thing. I click Fake Out, and he takes some burn damage, and now I'm thinking, I don't know what to do. And I wanted to switch out, but I ran out of time, so I am indeed going to lose my Kecleon before I wanted to. I wasn't sure what he wanted to do, so I was trying to determine like what my best switch in would be. Would it be Torn? Would it be Quagsire? I think the last second I was trying to go into Quagsire, but because I ran out of time, you know, I lost my Kecleon because of it. So now I'm just gonna go on my Torn, try to revenge kill this thing, but I know he's gonna go into his Raikou, and I contemplated whether going for Hurricane or Focus Blast would be best. I just determined, you know what, let me get damage off on the incoming Raikou. Maybe I can determine whether or not this thing is Assault Vested. So I get the damage off, and I'm like waiting. There's the leftovers, and I'm like, now I'm starting to fear that this thing could be subpar mine, because I have to switch out, because just in case, but he could easily get up a free sub here. And so I decided, you know what, I decided to do Quagsire and make a Venusaur to switch into, and luckily I made the right switch, because I almost switched in Quagsire, and I even count HP Grass, and it wouldn't have killed what it would have done. But luckily I realized, hey, I have my Venusaur into. So on, he can't really touch me, so I know he's gonna switch. There's no reason to go. My Venusaur is, I think it's a mix set. It has Almond on it, so like that, I was expecting for her though. But I do have Sludge Bomb on here as well, so I'm just gonna Sludge Bomb because not to. As I get off a huge chunk of damage, and the flag there, but this is pretty much crit. I don't think I'm pretty sure if it did, whatever. I think it would have gone down to toxic. So now I am going to bring in Victini and decide, you know what? Let's go for it, man. Let's just go for it. When in reality, guys, this is not Victini. This is my Zora. I was hoping that he would stay in and attack him. So I clicked Sucker Punch. And he made the switch and brought in Miltank. I realized this is the perfect time to get up the sword. Get the sword dance up. And now I'm pretty I am kind of worried because knockoff. It was, depending on his investment, he could have potentially lived this knockoff. But I do take out his hair across. And we're looking good. He brings back in the Torn, and I'm sitting at +2. A Sucker Punch should kill, so I don't want to go for a knockoff because this thing obviously outspeeds me. So +2 Sucker Punch kills, and now he's going to bring back in the Miltank. And the reason why I went for an ASB for the Miltank that I know has Thunder Wave is because I put Lone Berry on the Zora was specifically meant to come in and punch on Miltank or Rage Steel and click SD. So after he paralyzes him, get my Lone Berry, and we are good to go. I am going to click Locate. This is an easy KO. Zora now has 3 kills and arrow. Zora is looking good. It's basically Sucker Punch and knock off the rest of his team. Then he brings in the Smallbur. I did some counts. +4 Sucker Punch to a Mega Smallbur. It had a 33% chance to kill. He did not let you long, and I asked him later what reason he said he had. I think he had the wrong line, or he didn't have his next one. One of the two. So I mean, it could have potentially changed the game because Earthquake killed me. Again, 33% chance that Mega Smallbur would have his Sucker Punch. He wasn't in the range, so I couldn't even go for knockoff. So I had to put Sucker Punch. But anyway, he brings in Politoed, that dies to a knockoff. He brings in Raikou. Again, I'm here fearing that this thing is sub-call mine. I have to click Sucker Punch because it outspeeds. Luckily, he does attack me, and Zoroark picks up 6 straight kills to win this game. Shout out to Zoroark hidden as Victini. This is a really fun battle, man. Tyler is like, this is only his second battle. I think he was saying that he's never battled before, and if he hasn't, that's amazing because he played amazing as someone who's, I guess you could say it's his second battle overall, especially in a draft league battle. This is just his second one. He played amazing, right? You guys are most likely subscribed to him anyway, but make sure you go check out his side of the battle. It was definitely fun. I can see in the very near future him becoming like a top competitor in draft leagues. Like, and I guess you know, my opinion may not matter too much because I'm not the greatest battler, period. But I saw some amazing things from this man. So also I want to give him a huge shout out because when we had this battle, like, my schedule was stupid, so he was willing to work with me, and I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna get up out of here. Again, I'm going to try and bring live comms back next week. I think I know what the issue was. I think it was just my cord that was connected. I think during the battle that it was coming loose a few times. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you support everybody in the APA. And this is Lynx Forte. I will see you guys next week. I'm out. Peace.